if any little thing didn't go just right, even one day I didn't, perform best at my work, I could lose, my job, my place, at any time. It could just poof. That's not really security. Last night I was here.
I'm Susan Solney. I write about young adults for the New York Times. The long economic recession has been particularly hard on young Americans, even those with some college credits, like 24-year-old Dwayne Taylor.
You'd consider yourself, like, without a home for how many months?
Probably at least since the beginning of summer.
I came to Seattle because it's one of the few places that has shelters specifically for young adults who are over 18, but mostly younger than 25. But Seattle is not alone in seeing an increase in homelessness and housing instability for that age group. Cities such as Boston, Chicago, Orlando, Los Angeles are all seeing an increase in homelessness among that population.
We've just seen a huge spike in the number of young people who have college credits and work histories and who are high functioning, but who have been unable to sort of stay on their feet. They've not been able to launch themselves into a successful young adulthood.
Around Seattle, I met young people who are running up against slim job offerings, no way to pay for continuing school, and a tough housing market. And many have parents who have also been hit hard by the economy and can't offer much help.
No, we're not homeless. We're just less of a home.
Is it hard when you're filling out an application to not have that home address to put? Do you think that some employers hold that against you?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. It makes me feel like less of a person. Because it's like someone that does have a place is probably going to be a better fit for that job for the simple fact that they have a place.
She's never been homeless before.
So how did you get here?
I just don't have enough money to rent a place right now.
Were you working and lost a job?
I'm working still.
At the Youth Care Orion Center, I met 22-year-old Roman Tano, a young man who, like many I spoke with, found himself without a home after losing his job and depleting his savings.
I didn't really know what to do. I mean, I called this emergency hotline or whatever. They couldn't help me with anything at all. So I ended up sleeping on the street that night.
For the first time in your life?
Yeah, for the first time in my life.
You're someone, you've never been homeless, never known anyone who's homeless, and you spent the first night on the street. When was this exactly?
This was in early October.
The Orion Center, like many other shelters and outreach programs, helps young people with more than housing. It offers classes, work training, and job assistance. Roman recently found a new job.
I get my first paycheck next week, so I've been here for almost a month now, sleeping at the Orion Center. I've been using their services for about 2 months now. But after I get this paycheck, I should be able to get on my way out.
Our shelter is seeing more of these folks who just really can't afford places.
How guests earn these is they do 2 hours of volunteer time and they'll get 1 week's worth of locker.
Christine Cunningham runs a shelter called Roots, where I met Dwayne.
Yeah, we're seeing more of the working poor.
Roots has 35 beds and will soon expand to 45, but it often has to turn away young people, many who want to make it on their own.
No one wants to be a burden on their family, and even if, for instance, your mom could help you out with rent and inevitably does, it's not like you want to take the last, $200 or whatever it is.
Away from her.
Yeah.
Shelter services help, but many experts say the only cure will be an economic turnaround.
I see them coming back day after day, more defeated, more tired out, more wondering when is it ever going to be my turn. And it's just really heartbreaking to see that, because this is the age you want to prove yourself. You want to show the world you have value, you have something to offer.